Okay, welcome back everybody. I think I've got everything sorted as far as sound, at least for now. At least until I get my new microphone. Just ordered. I don't think I need that from the TV anymore. The balance of sound seems to be pretty good, so we will go with it. Let's cancel that. And we're going to go ahead and jump into a match. Now we are going into match 8. So we've played 7. We've gotten 11 points from our first 7. To put this in perspective, last season, which was our first season in the Vanarama National League, it took us 23 matches to get 17 points. So we're in much better position. We're in the top half right now. Now we have played a lot of bottom of the table teams, or teams that were expected to finish in the bottom of the table to start. But our last match was against Cheltenham, which was a 2-2 draw away, and they are predicted, where is it, to win the league. So for us to have gone in and to their stadium and get a 2-2 draw, I was quite happy with. Our next match is against Torquay, and against Torquay last season we had a win and a draw, so fairly hopeful here that we can do something. They are predicted 17th, so they're predicted to finish in the bottom half as well. So with the way things are going, it's a home match. I have high hopes for this match. Okay, let's go ahead and set up the team. Now we've got, okay, of course Cunningham's still injured. We do have our new striker Saunders back from his international duties. So we're going to actually go ahead and put him in for Ferguson, target man support. Ferguson will drop onto the bench in place of Tucker, who's really not ready for first team duties, also isn't really a striker. Okay, so that's up front. Carvalho, we're going to go ahead and put in for Milner. Yes, I know he's not a native to that spot, but he needs some time on the pitch. He's asked for more playing time, and we're going to try to fit him in and maybe even retrain him into this position. He's can play the right midfield, he can play the two center midfields, but up further forward, so we'll work on that with him. Martin Evans are okay. Hodgkiss still not quite fit, so we're going to go ahead and put Marsden on the bench. He's already there. Okay, in the back, Burke and Ryder is good. Nichols on the left, he also isn't quite match fit. You know what? I'm going to change this. I'm going to Marsden on now. I think our last match was just 3 days ago. No, it was a full week back. So Hodgkiss just needs some conditioning. He might have played in the reserves or something. I don't know. So team is set. Let us Ferguson, Hodgkiss, Brown, Gilmore, Deeney. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and submit the team and jump into this match. Now, it's a home match in our stadium we're sharing with our renting from Forest Green. Looking for a win to strengthen their hopes of avoiding relegation this season. Yes, most definitely. Rob Evans is our key man. Luke Young, advanced playmaker, is their key man. Now, in between matches, I went to the board. Since we have a little bit of money in the bank, they just dumped 100,000 quid into the bank and asked for more coaches, and they refused. So we're going to hold off asking for going professional, which just became available, but with them not even willing to provide coaches, I'm not ready to push the issue with going pro. I pushed the issue with coaches as far as I dared. Okay, set up there. I think we're going to start out attacking. I think I made the adjustments here. Mixed crosses, mixed passing. Yeah. So I've finalized those. Finalized my free kicks and corners as well. So we're ready to jump into the match. Off we go. Oh my God, my opposition manager's in a tracksuit too. So last match he was in a shirt and tie. Every other match that I've had in 3 seasons before that, the opposition manager, when he was shown, was in a suit and tie. Okay, so we're attacking from left to right. Oops, we don't need this. Sorry about that. I had that set up for during the test with my getting my sound set up. Early corner conceded 5 minutes into the match and headed over the bar. Yeah, normally for those that have been following the channel, you know I play the matches out in full detail. But I had been trying to set up my sound after switching over to a dedicated streaming computer. So while doing the testing, I went back to that last Cheltenham match and just played that so I could adjust sound volume versus voice volume, and had it set for the shorter match reports just so I could test it. I'm still losing my widgets, I see. We've got them back in. Burke, new player on the team. We've got, let's see, we've got Burke, Nichols, Carvalho, Martin, Evans, Saunders. 6 new players on the pitch compared to last year at this time. We've got another couple on the bench, I think, because Hodgkiss, Brown, and Gilmore are all new as well. So quite a big change, and we needed to do something after last year. We finally have our first full national level player, and that is Nichols, I think. We have several that are considered leading north-south players, just about ready to turn the corner and up to the VNL current ability, but they're not there yet. We need the coaches to get busy on them. Obafemi's behind defense, but he's offsides. Free kick given just inside the opposition half. Evans heads it down, finds Obafemi. Carvalho, long ball forward towards Obafemi, can't get there. Marsden, interception on this side, and he gets tackled, loses the ball, but it goes out, and he earns a throw-in. Throw-in goes to Raymond. Carvalho, Marsden, back to Carvalho. His shot or pass forward gets oh yes, Saunders. Sorry, his pass forward got bounced backwards, but Saunders makes a nice run onto a through ball here. It took a minute to control it. I thought he was going to lose it right there, but he gets himself his second goal of the season. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant early lead. Now let's see if we can hold on to it and expand it. Evans with a good tackle. Martin, Carvalho, long ball forward. Saunders will get there again, but then he'll lose it at the corner of the 18. Burke, long ball forward. Obafemi knotted the ball. Looks like it got cleared out by center back and out for a throw near side. Marsden taking a long throw into the box. Burke gets his head to it, but it goes into the side netting and we concede a goal kick. Long ball forward, out toward the far sideline. Chip forward again. Knocked backwards toward midfield. Back on that far sideline. Cross goes by everybody. Marsden, good tackle, gives up a throw in near side right at the corner flag. Crossed into the box and cleared behind for a corner. Nodded up toward the side. Carvalho picks it up, finds Obafemi. Obafemi tries to find Martin, who is running forward, can't get there. Nichols, however, gets forward down that far sideline, gets a cross in, but the keeper is there. Keeper rolls it out, comes down the near sideline on a quick start. Back into the middle. Raymond, good tackle. Comes out wide. Marsden with a good tackle. Picks up the ball to Carvalho. Obafemi out toward the 18. Had Obafemi there running there, but he got beat to the ball. Long ball upfield. Ryder is there. Ryder switched to the far side where it's intercepted, and Burke makes a clearance. Ball goes out for a throw in far sideline. Evans with a blocked cross, and it's another throw in far sideline level with the 18 crossed into the box. Williams was there to put his head to the ball, but it goes over the net and out for a goal kick. So Torquay with 4 shots so far in the first 17 minutes. Only 1 on target. 1 block, hit the woodwork on 1. Evans with the free kick. Sends it short to Burke. Back to Evans. Ball into the box. Martin nods it down. Finds Obafemi. Back to Obafemi from Marsden. Raymond keeps it in play. Martin loses the ball right at the edge of the 18. Evans picks it up. Martin again tries to get a pass off. He gets blocked quickly. A little bit of a counterattack, but there's plenty of blue shirts back to stop it. Martin with the tackle. Finds Obafemi. Obafemi loses the ball, and the ball goes all the way back to the keeper. Marsden guilty of a trip there, and it will be a free kick just inside the half on the near sideline. Cross into the box. Mason Clark got his foot on it, but the ball soared over the net. Nichols, Evans, Obafemi got his head to the ball, goes forward. Back to the keeper. Downey slowed up, but he picks out Williams. Back to the near sideline with Downey. Carvalho, good tackle, and then he gets earns a free kick as he was impeded. Obafemi can't get to the ball, but we earn another throw-in on the near sideline. That time the ball gets to Obafemi, and he is tripped up, earning Chippenham a free kick. Marsden into the box, cleared out. Burke nods it down, finds Evans. Evans loses the ball, goes out wide, a little counterattack on. Saunders, Martin back to Carvalho. Loses possession, far side. Good tackle. Nichols comes back, cleans it up. Back to Burke, out to Carvalho. Long ball forward, intercepted across midfield. Cut back into the center. Long ball forward. Ryder is there to pick it up, and then he clears it into the near side touchline, and it is a throw-in. Ross, Moreno goes out, claims that. Marsden out to Carvalho. Raymond, Martin, out to Obafemi. Little through pass, doesn't make it through to Saunders, who was offsides anyway. Goal scorer for Chippenham so far. Last season we didn't get anybody, I don't think, with more than 8 league goals and like maybe 11 total goals. I forget who our top goal scorer was last year. But we didn't have anybody very clinical in front of goal. We had several people with 8 or 9 goals. Obafemi was one of several that I brought in trying to fix the goal scoring, and he ended up not scoring his first goal until like 3 matches from the end, and then he got 3 goals in the last 3 matches or something like that. He's already picked up a pair of goals this season, maybe 3 goals this season, so he's doing better. Of course, Cunningham was one of those tied with the lead for goals last season. He's out injured. He also only got 9, so hopefully Saunders, who's the new striker, can help our goal tally as well this season. He's gotten 2 so far. Obafemi, Carvalho, Martin, out wide to Marsden, into the box, near post, pulled back toward the 6-yard line where it's cleared out. A long throw coming from Marsden. Ball into the box, cleared out. Marsden is there, finds Carvalho, takes a long shot, and gets deflected out wide. Looked like it was on target. Of course, the keeper might have made the save anyway from that distance, but it was a decent effort. Marsden, long ball forward, won't find Saunders, but he's going to give chase and earn a throw-in as the fullback has to clear it out wide. Marsden hops across the far side, takes a throw-in, cleared out. I need to fix that. I don't want him going back and forth here. So let's do a quick set-piece taker. Throw-ins from the left side. We will add Nichols up top. Little layoff to Saunders, back to Martin. Nichols, little ball through to Saunders. Saunders couldn't take the shot there. He had 3 jerseys between him and 3 yellow jerseys in between him and goal, but was hoping he'd at least take a shot there. Long throw into the box, picked out of the air by the keeper. Taken short. Burke makes the interception across midfield. Carvalho, little pass forward to Obafemi, gets intercepted. Comes out near sideline. Carvalho blocks one pass, but it falls to a yellow shirt. So possession fairly equal so far. They've outshot us, and here's trouble. Simmons, Burke, well, he's the highest paid player on the team, and he just earned himself a couple bucks there, a couple extra quid maybe this week if he keeps that clean sheet. Critical tackle there. Came back from deep because all of the defenders were beat. Evans nods it down. Doesn't go far, however. Switch to the far side. Fullback has it, gets it forward to the winger. See the fullback getting far forward there. Saunders, Raymond, Saunders to Martin. Martin out to Obafemi. Back to Raymond again. Saunders. Carvalho takes a shot, and that did not go too far over. It looked like it went into the top of the net. I thought it was going in. It was a well-taken shot. Raymond, Martin back to Raymond. Carvalho out wide to Marsden now. Back to Carvalho. Tried to feed it through to Marsden again and got intercepted. Ryder makes an interception inside our half. Evans, Martin, Obafemi, Evans. A lot of good passing here and a couple decent crosses. I don't know what our cross completion ratio is. I don't think it's great, but had a couple likely looking crosses. Yeah, 1 of 8. They've had 6 of 13 crosses. Where are their crosses coming from? Keeper elects to come out and kick that clear. Nichols picks up the loose ball. Long ball forward toward Obafemi Obafemi doesn't get there. That ball gets through to the keeper. He's going to pick it up and roll it out short to the center back. Nichols with good interception there and then gives the ball away. The ball is given away. Ryder makes the interception, gets the ball up to Evans, up to Carvalho. Marsden, long ball toward that far sideline. Nobody's there to pick up on it. And then Nichols guilty of a foul. We've had a number of shots, but most of them are long-range efforts. We've only had 3 shots. I wouldn't say that's a number of shots. And only 2 of the 3 have been long-range. Here comes a shot from long range, I'm sure. Yep, and keeper's there, tips it over. Mourinho keeping that net empty. Corner kick conceded, however. Ball into the box. Mourinho picks it out of the air, just at the edge of the 6. Martin heads it forward. Raymond picks up the loose ball. Evans, Saunders finds Martin. Martin out wide to Nichols. It's behind the defense, gets cross in. Obafemi can't get on the end of that. It's cleared out wide for a throw-in. Nichols finds Saunders. Saunders' cross gets blocked and behind for a corner. So our second corner of the match. And Raymond, that couldn't have been Raymond. Raymond's not supposed to be forward on those. Anyway, keeper gets to it first and clears it out wide for a throw-in. Long ball forward. Williams is behind. Closed down by, is that Ryder there? Yeah. Closed down by Ryder, who blocks out the cross for a throw-in. The ball kept in play, and an own goal, but we've had an own goal disallowed because Kenny Burke was pushed. I don't think I've ever had that happen, but we'll take it. We still got a 1-goal lead. Carvalho, long ball forward. Going to get intercepted across midfield. Ryder nods it down. Out wide near sideline again. I'm going to drop back into a standard mentality. We've got 5 minutes left this half. Long ball forward. Nobody's going to chase that down. Keeper comes out. Edge of the circle. Clears it upfield where Burke nods it back to the keeper. Martin with the ball now in the center circle loses possession. Comes down the far sideline. Cross into the box. Ryder clears it out. Throw in far side. Evans up to Saunders. Saunders finds Obafemi, finds Evans. I don't know if he ever got possession of that, or if it was tackled right after he got it, or if it was intercepted by the Torquay player. Not sure. Obafemi being pushed backwards, lays off to Raymond. Raymond, long ball up the sideline, goes out, and it's a throw-in. 3 minutes left in the first half, plus a couple minutes of stoppage time. That cross gets blocked behind for a corner. Cleared out by Martin. Then a long shot comes in, and it gets blocked or deflected behind by a Torquay player, evidently. And it's a goal kick. Taken short to Marsden, near sideline. Long ball up the field toward the edge of the 18. Goalie comes out and clears it out wide. And we earn ourselves another throw-in. Marsden, Obafemi got his head to the ball, but nobody's there to get on the end of the flick on. Carvalho finds Marsden. Marsden pulls it back to Raymond. Raymond can't find Carvalho on the return. Ryder loses possession, center circle. Martin picks it back up. Carvalho back to Carvalho from Raymond. Carvalho lost possession just across midfield. Ball goes back to the opposition keeper. The forward kept in play. Near sideline, slowed down. Back into the center. Back to the left side fullback for Torquay. Dribbles toward the center, lays off to Young, who is their key man. I've seen his name a couple of times, but nothing important. Young sends it back to the keeper. Long ball into the box. Nobody's there. Moreno picks it up. Got a minute of stoppage time. We've got 40 seconds of that left for the first half. Carvalho, Obafemi, Carvalho, Raymond, Saunders gets by one tackle, dribbles back, sends it back to Raymond. Martin now. Martin, little pass along that left sideline. Nichols not speedy enough to run that down and keep it in play. And that's how the first half ends. So we've got a 1-0 first half lead. We will take that. Nothing specific here. More to come, I guess. Maybe fire them up just a little bit more. We're going to drop down to a shorter style passing, but no other changes here in the half to start. So, any bets that we have more than 360 fans, home fans? Let's take a look. Saunders out wide, 633, 263 away. That leaves 370 home fans. So we're slowly moving up, but it's still far from the 2,000 that I've seen some stadiums have. Martin guilty of a foul there. Free kick in a dangerous spot. Young to take it and bounces it off the wall. Nichols, good interception at the corner of the 18. Sends it upfield along the sideline. It's kept in play and then sent back to the Torquay keeper, Roba. They've made a change, so I need to make sure I account for that change. It'll be a new left wide mid. Ball cut into the center. Evans, good tackle, and then loses possession, but Saunders picks it up in the center circle. Marsden into Raymond. Evans now up to Obafemi, back to Raymond. Evans again. Evans to Martin. Saunders loses possession. Long ball up the near sideline, slowed down, laid off to the fullback, and good tackle by Raymond, gets it upfield. Saunders going to give chase and force a pass back to the keeper. Long ball upfield. Marsden is there to pick it up. Obafemi can't get on the end of that long pass forward. Ryder clears it upfield, but it goes out wide for a throw-in. Thrown to Torquay. Now this will move us up to 5th spot if we manage to hold on to this. Of course, it depends on how the other results are going as well. But right now we're in 5th place. That's absolutely amazing. If you told me at the beginning of the season we'd manage this, I'd have laughed at you, considering the struggle that we had. Now, having said that, we struggled last season, but we struggled early. 17 points from our first half of the season, first 23 matches. But we got 40 points in the second half of the season as the team started to get familiar with the pace of the game at the new level, Of course, that last season was our first season in the Vanarama National League, so I had a feeling that the pace of the game was enough to throw them off a bit. New players coming in. Of course, I had a lot of new players that I had to rotate in, trying to sort things out. But 40 points in the last 23 matches was not bad. If we could, if we can do that, that's 80 points in a season. That's easily enough for a playoff match if we can keep up that kind of pace. And yeah, we're starting with that this season. So cross goes over the top of the net. Still not scoring and creating as many chances as we need to be to really be challenging, I think. Of course, we only have one player with a CA of, National League CA as well, so that's part of the issue. Got to keep my eyes on a couple people, but we actually went over our salary limits. Now, I don't know if that includes the players that are on loan having their salary taken out. I'd have to really take a close look at that. Maybe I'll do that off match, because I've got 2 or 3 players loaned out with their full salaries being paid, and it seems like I should have a little bit of salary room left with that in mind. Not much, however, so I had to splurge, and I got Burke in on 1.1K a week and a hell of a lot of incentives, and I fit Nichols in at something like 700 a week. So those are my 2 highest paid players now. Saunders is behind the defense but can't quite beat the keeper to that ball. So those 2 alone are 1.8K a week, and Nichols will go up to 800 a week or thereabouts after 20 league appearances as well. I had to give up a lot of incentives to get those 2 in. I also had to solidify my defense, because if you took a look at the team comparison screen, our team compared very unfavorably last season to the rest of the league in the defensive category in particular. Dead last in 4 of the 8 categories. Obafemi's behind the defense, and then he gets tackled from behind. Dead last in 4 of the 8 defensive categories in average, and not far from last in 2 of the other categories. So I really had to look at my defense, even though I believe we only conceded 55 goals in the end last season. It's not something that I wanted to keep pat, so I spent big on Nichols and Burke, and so far it's done me fairly well. We haven't conceded more than 2 goals in any match, I don't think. We've only done that twice, maybe. Nichols guilty of a trip. Free kick coming in. Long ball into the box, cleared out. Ryder there to make the clearance. And then Raymond with a tackle. Ball goes out of play. Superbly done, say the commentators. And I will agree. Headed wide, and we earn our throw kick. Far sideline right at midfield. Raymond back to Ryder. Ryder finds Saunders, who can't control it. It's Torquay with the ball. Then Marsden nods it upfield, picks out Evans. Long ball upfield. It's going to go into the 18 and then back to the keeper. Raymond, another good header, 1. 2 anchormen, Dini and Raymond, have really been solid, both last season and this season. I'm really happy with them in that role. Albafini finds Martin. Martin closed down quickly. Ball goes back upfield. Burke knocks it down to Nichols, gets it into Evans. Raymond to Carvalho. Carvalho's little pass gets intercepted. Ryder back to the keeper. Nichols, Martin finds Saunders. Nichols again. Saunders, Martin. Some good passing going on here. We still don't have the possession advantage, but little chip forward into the box. Nobody's making the run forward, and the ball goes back to the keeper. Good tackle by Burke. Gets the ball and finds Obafemi on the long pass forward as well, where he loses it. Ball crossed in the box. Nichols clears it out wide for a throw-in. Could have left that go. There was nobody on the far side, but evidently not aware of that. Raymond blocks one pass, comes back into the box. Little layoff pass to Williams. Good little pass play there by Torquay. Fortunately, it's handled by the Chippenham defense. Ryder, good tackle. Gets the ball upfield. Evans, header forward, gets intercepted. Comes out wide, crossed into the box. Burke is there, clears it out. Raymond right now with a 7-0 and the keeper with the 7-1 are my two top rated players at the moment. Saunders, Evans, Carvalho, Obafemi out wide to Marsden. He loses it. Carvalho wins it back, loses it again. Ball goes out wide. Now into the center circle, up forward. Ryder is there, clears it out for a throw-in far sideline, just outside the 18. Taken short, Marsden with the interception. His ball forward intercepted right at midfield. Ryder knives it down, finds Obafemi. Saunders lays it back to Obafemi. Obafemi's in the box where he loses it. Goes out toward the wide side. Ryder makes the interception at midfield. Raymond, Evans, Carvalho, Obafemi. So nice bit of passing. Now all we have to do is create some shots off of it. We're not creating any chances. I don't think we've had any shots this half. Oh, I was going to say there's a chance for a shot, but Obafemi was offside there. Marsden sends the ball back. Ryder has to track back to pick it up, and then clears it up down that far sideline where it's a throw-in. Marsden, time for you to take a seat, I think. Hodgkiss come in for the final 20 minutes or so. Our first sub of the match, long ball forward. Marsden can't get to it. It's knotted into the center by Torquay. There's a missed tackle, then Nichols with a good interception, and then a good tackle on the return. Saunders back to Nichols. Nichols chips it forward. Saunders can't get there. Sent back to the opposition keeper, Roba. Dribbles it forward, sends it upfield. Raymond with another good header. Raymond's really winning these aerial challenges today. Ooh. Nice little dribble by the Torquay player there. Got by Evans. Young being their key player, of course, for this match. Evans nods that ball out, concedes a throw-in, and they've got a new striker in. So let's deal with that real quick. You can see Martin made an interception and then loses possession, it looks like. And Evans guilty of a little trip there. Free kick from about 36 yards. Bounced off the wall. Out wide. Burke with a good headed clearance. Not far though. Martin with a good tackle. Gets the ball upfield to Saunders. Got a little bit of space. He lays it back to Evans. Back to Nichols. Ball forward by Nichols. Saunders chases it down and forces a throw-in on the near sideline. Saunders gets the throw-in and then loses possession in the corner. But Evans picks up a good interception there. Finds Martin, lays back to Carvalho, Raymond, Carvalho again. Carvalho loses possession, comes back the other way. I think Raymond is due to come off now. My second sub will be Deeney coming on for Raymond. Pardon me. Oops, we have an injured player. Oh, Hodgkiss. Oh, no. Well, that's problematic as I don't have another defender. Burke. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Burke, you're going to go out wide for Hodgkiss. And then we will put Brown in the center. I'm not completely comfortable with that, but I don't have a lot of choices here. Raymond, Deeney, neither of them play center back, which means Raymond gets to stay on the pitch, I think. Okay, so our first injury of the season happening in match, I think. Little chip forward. Obafemi's not going to get there. And then Nichols Looked like he and the winger got tangled up. They made their third sub. And it is Heathcote, center back, coming in. Raymond with the clearance. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left. Evans guilty of another foul here. Well, I was going to put Ferguson on. Buffini's behind the defense. Can he cut it in? Nobody's there to give him support, and he couldn't cut inside that defender there. Earns a throw-in. Burke takes it. Comes across to the near side now. Nichols with the tackle forced and intercepted across midfield again. Martin guilty of a trip. Another free kick. And a header out wide. Now, they haven't had too many shots either this half, but we haven't created anything this half. Go back to a control style. Step up just a little bit. See if we can't... I don't want to just defend here at this point. I want to create some chances here. They're going to go into an all-out attack here shortly, and I'd like to have an extra goal if I could. And here they are, crossed in, cleared out by Burke. Carvalho clears it up further. Long ball out toward the far corner flag, crossed in, and Moreno is there. Okay, we need to make our last... We got a shot somewhere in that sequence. Martin with the interception, out wide to Nichols. Martin, Carvalho, finds Buffini. Saunders out wide to Nichols again. Evans, Carvalho, Saunders. A lot of passing, but no chances, and that's Burke. Let's see if he can get a crossing. I'm not sure how good he is at crossing since I signed him up as a center back, not a full back. Cut back to Carvalho, out wide to Burke. Burke cross in. Well, decent cross. Keeper came out to make the save. Okay, so I've got Ferguson, Gilmore, and Deeney. Raymond, you've done good. Let's pull you out, put some fresh legs in defense in the center of the defense there. It's not the talk that I wanted to have, but oh well. Buffini gets down the far corner, loses the ball. Long ball upfield. Brown cuts it out. Round to Carvalho. Long ball forward. Nodded back to the keeper. Long ball forward by the keeper, drifts out wide for a throw-in. Burke to Carvalho, into Deeney, little chip forward, nobody's there. Martin gives chase, forces the pass back to the keeper. Long ball forward by the keeper, cleared up field by Brown. So, it's not a natural center back, but he seems to be doing okay. And again, if we look at his attributes here, decent but not great jumping. That ball's cleared out by the keeper. His pace is a little low. His tackling isn't any good, and that's why I'm worried about him in that spot. But Buffini! Oh, brilliant shot chance there, straight to the keeper. But we created a chance. That was a clear-cut chance too. Go figure. Now Saunders is there. Couldn't quite get behind the defense and outrace the defender there. Brown tracks it back to the keeper. Brown's doing okay. If he can just do okay for another 7 minutes, we'll be okay. Behind the defense, and that ball went just wide. Keeper was beat. Got fortunate there. So shot from distance, but again, didn't go far wide, and the keeper looked like he was beat. Carvalho to Saunders. Saunders back to Brown. Finds Martin in the center. Martin loses possession. It goes out wide for a throw in far sideline. We need to survive 5 minutes here. And Deeney guilty of a trip there. Ball into the box, cleared out by Saunders. Throw in near side. That'll be another 15-20 seconds gone. Good block by Burns, gets the ball upfield. Wasting some more time. The Nichols guilty of a little tug on the jersey there. Long ball into the box, knotted down, goes wide. 2 half chances for Torquay. We're still in 5th place if these scores hold for the last few minutes. Nichols to Evans. Evans, Carvalho, out wide to Obafemi. Cut back to Evans, up to Martin. Martin out wide to Nichols. Nichols got a little bit of space. He's closed down, doesn't get the cross off. Hustles back to slow down the counterattack. Deeney nods it forward, finds Saunders. Into Deeney again. Long ball forward, nobody's there. Long ball up by the keeper. Brown is there to head it clear. Okay, I'm impressed with his work rate there. There's an offsides. That'll waste 30 seconds maybe. Started at 25 seconds maybe. Carvalho. Got 2 minutes left plus maybe 3 minutes of stoppage time. I don't know how long the clock will stop for during our injury. That ball goes out the back for a goal kick to Torquay. And Nichols guilty of 3 minutes of stoppage time. Nichols guilty of a foul. That ball ends up drifting out wide. So 180, 200 seconds to survive. Taken out short to Burke. Burke ball forward intercepted, but Evans picks it up across midfield. Finds Obafemi. Obafemi tries to cut inside, loses possession. Little chip forward, cleared out by Ryder across midfield again, and then we earn ourselves stop at 17 seconds. We need to take more time on these throw-ins, guys. Let's do that for the last couple minutes here. Carvalho, Saunders loses possession. There's our tactics change. Nope, that wasn't the tactics change. I take that back. Long ball upfield. Keeper comes out, clears it upfield, and there was an offsides anyway. So that'll allow us to waste a good chunk of time. Ryder takes it short, wide to Nichols, into Martin, Evans, Carvalho, Obafemi, Deeney, Carvalho, little chip over the top. Obafemi gets to it and then loses possession, but Burke nods it back down to Carvalho, back to Carvalho. Martin behind. Oh, no, Martin, you have to score there. Oh, I know you're not a striker, but you had the goal at your mercy. Doesn't matter, I think, as we have 10 seconds left. And Mason Clark was offsides. Moreno, and that's it. 1-0 win. Okay, hey, you know what? We will take it. Every win that we can get, we will take at this point. Again, we were predicted to finish last. We're in 5th place. How about that? Never would have funked this at the beginning of the season. I mean, yeah, I know we did well the last half of the season, but 5th place after 8 matches, 14 points, no milestones. Martins should have certainly made it 2-0. We'll have to hope that Hodgkiss' injury is not too bad. Rob Evans with a solid display. He had a 6.8 overall rating, 90% pass completion ratio, the same as his midfielder, who was also the key man. Saunders with the goal, the player of the match. Yeah, we definitely on the wrong end of the shooting. Yeah, we're in season 3. And yeah, I had quite a few new players. I think 6 on the pitch to start the first half, with 2 or 3 of my bench players also new to the team. So our passing was pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that.